you may be aware that before Parliament, there's a number of tax measures already that the Minister responsible for finance, representing His Excellency the President and the Vice President, has submitted to Parliament for approval. And some of these taxes include the following. They are imposing a VAT on all non-life insurance, such as motor cars. So if you are going to buy car insurance, you pay VAT. If you are buying marine insurance, you pay VAT. If you are buying fire insurance, you pay VAT. You pay VAT on your building insurance. You pay VAT on goods in transit, and many more non-life insurance. He has also imposed 5% VAT flat rate on residential and commercial real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghanaians should get ready to pay 5% VAT anytime you buy a house from an individual or a real estate company. Going forward, if this law goes through, the VAT before Parliament goes through, if you intend to buy a house, get ready to put 5% aside for President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia. Because every house you buy going forward, you will pay 5% VAT on the quantum of the amount that you are supposed to buy. So if it is 1 million Ghana cedis house you are buying, you will pay 50,000 Ghana cedis to President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia. He's also imposing taxes on textbooks, VAT on textbooks, exercise books, newspapers, publications, architectural plan, scientific and technical works, magazines, periodicals, calendars, trade catalog, price list, diaries, and stationery. So including pens, stationery including pen and paper, you pay VAT on them. They are also imposing VAT on domestic air travel. So if you are going to Kumasi, Takoradi, or Tamale, and you decide to use aeroplane, you will pay VAT on those products. Passion, our whatever. So all domestic airlines will now attract VAT. Imposition of VAT on domestic transportation of passengers by road, rail, and water. So if you charter a car, get ready, you will pay VAT. There's no strong railway system, but it says that rail and water as well. You end up paying VAT. There's an increase in stamp duty rates across board. Again, there's a new tax measure also before Parliament called Excise Duty Amendment Bill. And the new Excise Duty Amendment Bill seeks to increase the excise duty on cider beer from 20% to 47% of ex-factory price. So those of you that consume things such as Savannah will be paying Heineken, cider beer. It's going to go up from 20% to 47%, and of ex-factory price, same as application. You pay 20% tax on application. I don't know how I want to get the application tax from. Of 100 Ghana cedis per annum for all petrol and diesel vehicles. Diesel and petrol vehicles going forward, each one of them will be paying 100 Ghana cedis. And this is what they call the internal combustion engine vehicles. And this includes all private cars, trotro, Uber cars, taxis, motorcycles, Aboboya, Rajia, Okada, Mahama Kandu. All of them will end up paying 100 Ghana cedis. Mahama Kandu, if you go to the north, it's very popular there. Mahama Kandu, yellow. Then we have the Okada, Rajia, Aboboya, motorcycles, taxis, Uber, trotro, articulators. Every car that uses diesel and petrol and registered at the DVLA, 100 Ghana cedis, no exemption. Ambulance, the car, including Hex, all of them, you end up paying that kind of tax. This particular tax, as I've mentioned, is regressive. Since all vehicles will pay the same amount of 100 Ghana cedis per year, whether you are using a V8, articulator, or an Uber car. And that is how regressive the tax is. Why should someone that has the money and is able to buy V8 pay the same 100 Ghana cedis as the person that is using Okada or Graja or Yellow, okay, or Hamakandu? I mean, it shows that this tax is nothing but a very regressive tax. Furthermore, the bill seeks to introduce excise duty of 100 Ghana cedis per ton of carbon dioxide emissions by industry. So what this simply means is that if you are a company and you produce smoke, carbon dioxide smoke emission, they will come and measure it. I don't know how they will measure it. And if they measure it, a ton of the emission, you pay 100 Ghana cedis. 1 ton, 100 Ghana. So if you produce 50 tons, 50 times 100, 50 times 100. So they will come there and measure the smoke, the musu. If the musu is that big, then they will give you 100 Ghana cedis. Probably they will use a size like that. And if it is that big, 100, that big, 200, another big, 400. So depending on the size of the musu you produce, you will be paying tax of 100 Ghana cedis per ton. My colleague Honorable Adongo says the musu tax. It's a tax for smoke. And so be careful, don't generate smoke in your bedroom, else you end up paying the tax. Ladies and gentlemen, amid all these taxes, it is our considered view, we the NDC, that these regulations are regressive, counterproductive, and have a potential to breed corruption, just like the days of essential commodity and price control. And I'm sure most of you here, you may not have witnessed the price control regime those days, including myself, but we may have heard of it. And the days of Kalabule and what it did. President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia seeks to bring Kalabule back into our economy. Clearly, the proposed legislative instrument on the import restrictions is completely unwarranted and unwelcome. We, the NDC, cannot welcome this legislative instrument. Already, importers and business community have amply demonstrated how these regulations lack broad consultation and consensus. We therefore call on government to withdraw these regulations immediately and broaden its engagement with all key stakeholders. We call on the Trade Union Congress, the TUC, the civil society organizations, the CSOs, traditional authorities, the clergy, such as the Catholic Bishop Conference, the Apostolic Fathers, and all clergy, chief imam, and everyone else, and all progressive forces to speak up and join the NDC minority to reject this obnoxious import restriction regulation in the supreme interest of our dear country. Colleagues, we can't fight this alone. We in the NDC in Parliament cannot fight this alone. The Constitution is clear on this matter. Before we torpedo this legislative instrument through parliamentary process, it will require 2/3 majority to overturn it. The NDC members, our number is 137. We do not have 2/3. And so we alone cannot stop this. So far, we have used strategies in Parliament to curtail delay. It cannot continue. All what we are asking is that we can't do this alone. So join us, our brothers and sisters of the media, join us. Let us stop this obnoxious legislative instrument that seeks to ransack and create opportunity for others to make money. Thank you very much.